Hey, hey, my Freckle Love friends, welcome in. It is Friday, and I don't know about you, but I have never been so glad to see the weekend. I am jumping on here today to talk about Mother's Day, which is coming up. I've got a great bundle for Mother's Day, a couple other suggestions, and I want to talk about the new tanning products that Unique just dropped. So let's get started. I'm going to do my makeup while I talk. So let's start with some toner. Now, the Mother's Day bundle that I've got comes with 3 products, and then there's an optional 4th product that you can add if you want to upgrade. A little moisturizer there. So give me just a second and I'll get to those products as I'm using them. Now, if you're thinking, she has 2 different earrings on. That girl has 2 different earrings on. Does she know she has 2 different earrings on? Yeah, I do. I was putting them on and I couldn't decide which one I liked better. So I thought I'm gonna wear one of each, and I'm gonna ask the folks that watch my live to poll, to vote in, and let me know which one looks better with this outfit. I have stripes and floral, and it's this teal color. It's a hoodie. This is the LuLaRoe Amber. I believe that's the right name for it. One of my LL girls, you'll have to confirm that for me. So I couldn't decide which earring. I've got this circular one, which is like the turquoise. And then I've got this one, which is the blue and white, and it's kind of got a swirl to it. And I was worried the swirl was like too much with the floral, but I like it because it's lighter and you can see it better against my hair. But then this one I thought maybe matched a little bit better with the teal color and the turquoise. So I don't know, weigh in and let me know what you think. I'm gonna put on a little bit of liquid foundation here. So, how's your week been? I wish I could say it's been a stellar week. You know, usually I'm such a happy person. I'm one of those people who says, I am living the dream, because I truly am. And usually that's what I say, and I still say that. I'm still living the dream. I am still so fortunate. But this was a tough week, I'll be honest. It was a tough week. Had some bad news, got some more bad news, just sad kind of. Well, the first one was worse. Will have a bigger impact on my life. And it was kind of out of the blue. I think that's what makes it so bad. When you get bad news and you're blindsided by it, I think that's what really makes it harder to deal with almost, because you're unprepared and you have to quickly deal with it. And I wish I could say I deal with bad news, you know, that's dropped on you like that with grace and dignity, but I'd be lying because I don't. I don't, friends, I don't. And then coupled on top of that was some more just sort of saddening, disappointing news, just kind of a letdown. And it's not going to be as drastic an effect on my life, but it's still just kind of, I think it's because they just dropped right on top of each other. You know what I mean? Just made it really, I think, more of a downer of a week. So I'm kind of trying to perk myself up today. My friend Judy came to the library yesterday and she said, it's a Debbie Makeover kind of day. I need something light. I need something refreshing, something that'll lift my spirits. I need some Debbie Makeover. You know, there are Debbie Makeover kind of days. And then there are James Patterson kind of days. And then there are David Baldacci kind of days. So, you know, I knew where she was coming from. I knew what kind of day she was having. I think today might be a Debbie Makeover kind of day for me. Let me talk about the first product in my Mother's Day bundle. It is blusher. Now, I know you're probably thinking, would I buy makeup for my mom for Mother's Day? I would be thrilled if my kids bought me high-end makeup products. And if you're not sure about the colors, you can always give mom a gift certificate and let her pick out her own colors. Or you could kind of, you know, poll mom, feel mom out about, you know, what shade she likes or what shade she already has. Some of you, if you're girls, you might take one look and say, oh, I want that for my mom. But I think this would make a great gift for mom. As a little bundle, package it up really cute. In fact, I'll even do that for you. And I think it would be a nice Mother's Day gift, something different from flowers or out to dinner or candy or, you know, kind of the usual. It'd be something a little different. So the first one is blush. I love this color. It's called Surreal. I know it looks super dark plum. And when I first got it, I thought, ooh, I don't know about this with my coloring. But I used it. I love it. It's my favorite. I bought this color for my niece and it looks fabulous on her too. I just really think this is a great color. So I'm calling today a little mini Mother's Day makeover. So give your mom a little mini Mother's Day makeover. And if she needs a lesson, if you think, well, my mom doesn't wear much makeup and I don't know if she'd know how to use it. Hey, I give free lessons. It's no problem. I will gladly help you and mom out. I'm going to go ahead and put on, oh, let's see. I do need a touch of concealer here, just a little bit before I move on. I'm just gonna put a little bit right in there. Buff that in with a sponge and a little bit of setting spray. And I'll tell you the kind of week it's been, folks. I was doing a series of videos about different products and how to apply them. Because I always have ladies say, I don't wear makeup because I don't know how to do it. I tell you, it's not hard. There are a few little tricks that you need to learn. When I started with Unique, I didn't know anything. I look back now at my pictures from before and I think, oh my goodness, I knew nothing about makeup. I didn't know what I was doing. It looks terrible. But it's easy. Once you learn a few tricks of the trade, it is really easy. Okay, just a little bit of finishing powder here. A little bit of setting powder. So everything stays where it's supposed to. All right, now let me move on to the next item that comes in the bundle. So the first item that you get is the blush, and there are 6 shades of blush to choose from. So you'll definitely find something that mom likes there. Next up is a single eyeshadow, 1 pan of these eyeshadows. And there are, I believe 31 different colors to choose from. I'm gonna show you a couple different ways to use them because, believe it or not, some of these colors you can use for more than just eyeshadow. They're really versatile. Let me show you. Let me grab my double-ended brush here, and I'm gonna show you, I use this color right here that I'm showing you. It's called Marvelous. It's kind of a chocolatey brown color. I use this on my eyebrows. I use this to cover up the grays and whites in my eyebrows because, let's face it, I'm getting old and I've got them. So I just use a regular eyeshadow. Now people always say, but doesn't it flake off during the day? No, not with Unique. You gotta remember, this is not drugstore makeup, this is high-end stuff. So no, it's not going anywhere. It's gonna stay there. If you're particularly worried about it, maybe you're gonna be outside or you're gonna be, I don't know, maybe you lead an exercise class or something and you're worried about it, you can use a little setting spray if you really want to make sure it's gonna stick. But I never have issues with it and I wear it all the time. And I wear it when I'm outside, when I'm exercising. I mean, if I already happen to have makeup on, I don't put it on purpose to exercise, and I've never had it flake off. So there's that. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust here. I just don't see well in my old age, and so I'm trying to get that straight. Now, that's one thing you can use the eyeshadows for, is on the brows. You can also use it, I'm gonna flip this little brush over and use the other end, and I'm gonna go into this color right here. It's actually a really, really dark plum. It looks kind of black on screen, but I'm going to use that, and I'm gonna line underneath my lower lashes. This is a little trick I use to make my lower lashes look a little bit fuller. And yet it's not as harsh as like a liquid liner or even a pencil, which tends to be a bit thicker. By turning this little brush sideways, I can get a really, really thin line, so it's not as noticeable. There, and see, that just really brings my eyes out. You can do the same thing, and you could line your upper lids the same way, because I know when ladies get to be my age, liquid liner tends to skip. Sometimes pencil liner, if it's soft enough, will be a lot better to line, but I don't like the super thick lines. I just want enough to make my lashes look thicker at the base. So I like to use this little brush. It's just straight across, and I like to use a shadow for that. All right, now I'm gonna use a little bit of eye primer on my lids. And then I'm going to grab an eyeshadow and use it as intended. Okay, there's a little bit of primer. Now, I know a lot of you are at work right now because this is the middle of the day. But if you are watching this later, give me a hashtag replay in the comments so that I know you watched, because I love to see who's watching and I love to talk to people. It gets a little boring and lonely when you're talking to the dogs all day. Or the cat. That's the hub's cat. It doesn't like me. Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty here, folks. All right, I'm gonna use this nice big fluffy brush. And I'm gonna use this color, which is called Crafty, and I'm gonna use that as my all over base color, all over my lid. This is gonna be my like transition color. And I'm just gonna put that all over my lid, and I could stop right there. You don't need a second color. But if mom already has other eyeshadow colors that she'd like to use with the color you get her, or if you want to get her a second color, you could certainly do that. I mean, in this bundle, hey, this is such a great deal. I'm gonna take this crease brush, which is a short, stubby little brush. I'm gonna get that same plum color that I put underneath, and I'm gonna put just a little bit of that right here on my outer eye, right along that crease, right in there. Because as we age, ladies, and we start to get those wrinkles in our eyes, it tends to make our eyes more hooded. It's like they sink back into your head and your eyes just aren't as prominent anymore because of all the wrinkling, let's face it. So I put a little bit of that on the outer edges. Now I'm gonna go back and blend, 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 so you don't see any big lines. There we go. All right. Next up, some mascara. And in addition to the blush and one eyeshadow color, if you upgrade, you can get the mascara. The third product that you're gonna get, I'm gonna talk about in just a minute, is a lip gloss. But if you upgrade the package, you can get the 4 items and you get your choice of mascara. I'll show you 2. This one's the Twisted Epic. It actually has 2 brushes. If you unscrew it below the silver tab, you get the regular mascara brush. And if you unscrew above the silver tab, you get this teeny tiny brush, which I love. I will show you. Or you can use the 4D mascara, which is a fiber mascara. It has little Y-shaped fibers in it that cling to your lashes and make them look much thicker and much fuller. I'm gonna put on a lash primer first. If you've never tried a lash primer, I urge you to try it. It really does make a difference. You know, a lot of times before I really got into makeup myself, I always thought all the primer products that they pushed were just, you know, an add-on just to get you to spend more money. I have since learned that that's not the case. It really does make your products do their job better, and it makes them go further. Especially like on the eyeshadow, I find that I use a lot less eyeshadow when I use that eye primer first because it clings so well, you don't need to use a whole lot of it. Now I'm gonna use this teeny tiny brush and do my lower lashes because they're so tiny, they're almost non-existent. So I'm gonna go in there. There we go, got the lower lashes. Now I'm gonna go back with the 4D and do my upper lashes. And then I'm gonna talk about that lip gloss. So here's the 4D. Now this brush is double-sided. If you've never tried the 4D, you need to turn the brush over halfway through so that you use both sides of it. Either that or you kind of have to roll it as you use it. I'm not so talented at that. So I just go on one side, go up, build a little length, go back, flip it over, really comb those lashes out. Okay, same thing on the other side. And if you're thinking, okay, well, my mom doesn't wear that much makeup, I don't think she would like that bundle, but she does wear mascara. Just get her the 4D. I've got plenty in stock. Just message me. I'll even gift wrap it for you and have it all ready to go. You can just give her the 4D. I have suggested that. In fact, I have an article out if you've not read it. It's my top 5 gifts for mom for Mother's Day. And so that is on my Sassy Direct blog. If you Google it, you will actually find it. If you just put in top 5 gifts for Mother's Day with Unique, and you look for Sassy Direct, that's what the link will say. Then when you click on it, you'll see me. But if you look for that article, you can see the products that I suggest, and 4D is one of them. Because I tell you, I would be thrilled to get a high-end mascara like this as a gift, because I wouldn't spend this much money on myself. I mean, I do now because I'm a makeup artist and I sell the products. So of course I buy it at a discount for myself, but I wouldn't spend this kind of money before on myself. I wouldn't spend that much money on one mascara. So here's a way to treat mom and give her something really nice that she probably wouldn't buy for herself. All right, now on to the lip gloss. These are brand new. I have 3 of the colors. I know one of the other colors is a clear, in case you're interested in just clear. There is also a red and a brown, I believe, that I don't have. But these are fabulous. I'm going to go ahead first and line my lips with just, I think this color is Prudent. Yes. And this is just kind of a neutral. There, you can tell, you can barely even see it. Just to keep anything from feathering out into those little lines around my lips, because let's face it, I've got all those little wrinkles around my lips. So that'll help keep it in place. And today I am using Legendary, which is this color. I've also got Lighthearted, which is this beautiful purple. I wore this yesterday. It is not that purple on your lips, trust me. I know that looks like, whoa, that's a really intense color. It's not. And then this one is Luxe, and it's like the perfect neutral nude kind of color. I'll show you the other 2 colors on my hand, but this is the Legendary, which is kind of a rosy pink. And I think that'll look best with my look today. And you can see it gives you just a hint of color. But it's not super saturated, and it does not feel like the lipsticks of old. If you are my age and you grew up in the 70s and 80s and you know the lipsticks we used to wear as teenagers and young women, they were pretty gloppy, sticky, thick, messy products that we put on our lips, okay? And they tended to get messy, they tended to get on your teeth, and they tended to slide off your lips really easy. This is not like the lip glosses of old. If you take a look at this lip gloss, it is like a shiny lipstick, but it's very, very sheer. So your natural lip is still gonna shine through. It's just gonna give it a bare hint of color. So it's not gonna be super intense. It's also not gonna come off on everything. I had the purple one on yesterday, the Lighthearted, and I drank coffee, and yet you could see a little imprint on my coffee cup, but it wasn't like all of it came off in one fell swoop, kind of like the old lip glosses. Let me show you these other 2 colors, because I want to show you they're not nearly as intense as they look in the bottle. So here is the Lighthearted, so you can kind of see what that looks like. And then here is the Luxe, which is the nude, kind of a neutral color. I think this would be perfect with like any outfit, any look that you've got going. And there you go. So those are the 2 other shades that I have. Like I said, there is a deep brown, there is a much more red, and there is a clear, if you're interested in that as well. So let me reiterate what comes in the Mother's Day bundle. You get the blush, you get 1 eyeshadow palette, and you get a lip gloss, and that is for $48. If you add, I believe, don't quote me on that, 40, I'll look it up for you. If you add on the mascara, it is $72. So either way, you're saving a good amount of money. You're saving a good 20-something% by purchasing it as a bundle instead of each individual piece. Now remember, these are high-end makeup products. This is not drugstore makeup. This is not something you get at Walmart. This is not something you buy in a department store even. This is really nice makeup. It's kind to your skin. It wears well. It's gonna last all day. Plus, this looks like it's not a whole lot. Trust me, this is gonna last Mom probably the whole year, depending on how often she wears it. I find that my Unique products last a long time. For instance, when you look at foundation, I go through 2 of these in a year. 2, that's it, 2. Each one lasts me about 6 months. Some of the other products will last me a full year. And I wear makeup almost every single day. So it's gonna last. So you're investing good money in Mom's face. All right, now let me talk real quickly too. The tanning drops and the body cream. The tanning drops are already on back order. I have some order. I have a first batch ordered and I have a second batch ordered. The back order date is only May 6th, so that's still not very far away. So I've got some coming. If you're interested, message me pretty darn quick because they're gonna go fast. If there's enough interest, I'll put in another back order. But I would say within the next few days, they're gonna cut the back orders off and it's just gonna be sold out. And we probably won't be able to get it until later in May or maybe even into June. So the tanning drops, let me explain what they are. They come in a little bottle. I don't even have a bottle similar, I guess. It would be about this size, maybe a little bit bigger. It is a 1 ounce bottle, and I know that, let me see how many this is. I don't even know if this says on here. This is, yeah, this is 1 ounce. Okay, so it'd be about this size, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but you only use a couple of drops at a time. So this is gonna last you through the whole summer easily. What you do is you can take a serum, a lotion, a body cream, whatever you're already using on your body or your face, on your skin, and you add a drop or 2 to, you put your lotion or whatever on your hand, add a drop or 2 to it, and then just put it on like you normally would your lotion. Of course, you're gonna watch, don't over apply it on your elbows, on your knees, watch around your feet, wash your hands after you apply it so that you don't get, where it's like caught in the creases of your hand. That's a cat. You don't want to have any, telltale, and around your nails, you don't want to have like crusty cuticles that look orange. So you do want to wash your hands afterwards. You do want to wear loose clothing. You know what I do? I apply it before bedtime. I wear a loose t-shirt. I wear a loose pair of shorts or a loose pair of sweatpants or leggings or something that are old. I don't really, care about. And even when I get it on my clothes, I notice it washes out, so I don't think it's a big deal. But they recommend that you wear loose clothes. It'll take about 6 to 8 hours, and you'll start to see your tan develop. Now, it'll last about a week, and of course, you can reapply it anytime if you want it to be a little bit darker or if you want it to last longer. Now, the body cream is a great cream to use with the drops. You don't have to buy the cream. It's just something they recommend and they wanted to offer along with the drops. The body cream is also recommended to extend your tan. Once you're tan from the drops, use the body cream, your tan will last longer. You want to keep your skin moisturized. If your skin gets dry, it's going to flake off and there goes your tan. Okay, so you want to make sure you use a body cream or a lotion after you tan the rest of that week to keep your skin in good condition. All right, so if you are interested in those tanning drops, message me. Like I said, I've got a couple of extra coming. If there's enough interest, I'll put in another order so that I make sure nobody gets left out. I want everybody to get this product because I'm super excited about it. I've seen results on some of the gals, some of the leaders in the company, and I'm very, very impressed. Smell is another thing I've gotten asked about. A lot of self-tanners have a nasty after smell. The only smell associated with this is going to come from the natural ingredients that are in it. It's made from fruit extracts. So if anything, it smells a little bit citrusy because it's got a lot of grapefruit and orange extract in it. It's got pomegranate, it's got pineapple in it. It's got coconut in it. So if anything, you're going to smell a little bit of a fruit smell, more towards the citrusy, I think, than anything. But it's not going to have that nasty after odor that some products do. So if you're worried about that, don't be. All right. Thanks for joining me, friends. I hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.